Hello YouTube, hello my dear friends, this is Handmade by Anastasia, and today I'm excited to show you this new flower. It's going to be a tutorial on them, on actual flower crown, and these light pink flowers. They're really easy to make, and stay tuned if you want to see how to make these adorable flowers. You'll need a pink fabric, strips of pink fabric. In this case, I've prepped my little circles, so I'm just showing you a really short strip of pink fabric. Satin ribbon, green. We're going to be using this for leaves. A natural polished hemp or any other hemp you will find. I like this one better because it's a little bit stiff, but it's not super stiff that you can really work with it. It's really flexible, and that's why I like this. Copper wire. I really like the 27.432 millimeters because it's not too thin and it's not too thick, and it's gonna pierce the fabric really easily. A floral tape, and I prefer green. You'll see why I like to use green better than white or any other color. Some scissors, some lighters or matches or candles, whatever you use for that. Then you'll need white or any other choice of beads. So let's start. Let's grab our strips of pink fabric, 1.25 inches or 1.5 inches wide. You can cut them bigger, you can cut them smaller, depends how big of a flower you want. Okay, the bigger the circle, the bigger the flower will be. That makes sense. Okay, so now you're going to be folding the fabric. Let's cut this because it has some holes and it's not pretty. So let's fold the fabric a few times. Keep them folding. There we go, until you reach the end of your fabric. And now with your scissors, just cut a circle of a size that you want. It doesn't have to be that perfect because flowers are not perfect, and you will be sealing the edges of your petals and you won't really see imperfections. Just like that. And now you have several circles or several petals. Now you grab your candle, light it up, and one by one you just seal the edges. And as you can see, it's a little bit curling. That's good. Make sure it curls on the right side. So the shiny side up and the more matte side is in the back. And all of them. Here we go. I just showed you two, and I have prepared a whole bunch of them ahead of time to save some time. Here we go. Here's all of my petals, and I'm going to show you what to do next. You're going to grab your copper wire. Here's my wire, and you're going to cut them into strings. You can make them longer, you can make them shorter. It depends what works for you and what works better for you and what's easier for you. These are almost 7 inches long, and I like that length because it's really comfortable to work with later on. So I'm gonna start with a bigger flower. You're gonna grab 3 petals. You can do 5, you can do as many petals you want, but 3 is a lot more easy to pierce and to grab every single petal, and so they won't fall. you're gonna grab your wire, fold it in half, and straighten your ends because they need to be straight. Okay, you grab your bead. In this case, having a bigger bead because it's a bigger flower. You're grabbing your 3 petals, you overlay them, make sure they're overlaid on each other, and you're gonna grab your wire and before you pierce it, make sure you're gonna pierce it in the spot where all the 3 petals meet, so you will catch all 3 of them. And here we go. You're gonna pull the wire, straighten your bead, and here we go. Here's your flower. Now you're gonna twist. You're gonna hold your petals and with 2 fingers hold 2 strings of wire, and you're gonna twist, 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 and twist all the way. The other thing that I forgot to mention before, you're gonna cut your wire. I'm gonna show you what to do because it's really important. If you're not gonna do it, it's gonna be really hard for you to pierce the fabric. Instead of, let me grab the scissors. Instead of cutting your wire in a straight angle, like 90, please do not do that. It's gonna be so hard for you to do. Now I'm gonna show you the right way. You're gonna angle it, just like that. Angle it because it's gonna give you that angle. Sharp, I hope you're gonna see it. Sharp angle, so it's gonna go like this. Sharp angle, and this sharp angle will go so easy through the fabric. So now you grab your flower that you just made, and to create that wavy look like I did here, or as here I was kind of playing with the petals and trying to have 5 petals in it. It's kind of cute, right? To accomplish this look, you just grab your just made flower and you're gonna gather them all just like that and pinch them really hard. Pinch them. So create like a bud, and now you're gonna fix it just a little bit. So here we go. That's it. Now with all of your flowers that you have, you can make different colors like I did for one of the bride. I used this light peach and purple colors, and I used white and pink, and I used different colors for her. So whatever color you like, you use. And now you're gonna grab your hem. So you cut your hem straight, okay? And you're gonna measure how many inches you want, and you're gonna measure your head basically. And you're gonna cut the length that you need. And when you're gonna cut your length, I need to cut it. You cut your length. I unfortunately didn't put the hot glue on, oh man, and I'm not gonna show you this, but I'm gonna tell you a little bit. So when you're gonna hot glue it, your 2 ends together, make sure you put hot glue right in the center, like a lot, and then press it really hard, and so make sure these 2 ends, they kind of fluff up. Do you see what I mean? Not like straight, but they kind of fluff up because the hot glue gonna get inside and it's gonna hold it even better, okay? And you're gonna hold it. When you're gonna see that hot glue is getting set, just grab your fingers and push it together so it would stay flat, okay? All right. Now, when your two ends are glued together, you're gonna be grabbing your flower tape and you're gonna tape the wire in green because you're gonna make different levels of the flowers. I'm gonna be posting a picture before or after the video so you can see what I mean. It's gonna be like different levels. So you don't want to see the wire. So here we go. You don't have to do it to the very end because it's useless. You're gonna see just the top till here, and you're gonna do all of your flowers like that. It's time consuming, I know, but hey, it's worth it. And then you're grabbing your first flower. You're gonna choose a spot where to start, and you're gonna start feeding. I'm gonna do a crisscross here and then go the other way and just wire it into the hand. And grab your other flower. And then here's when your imagination starts, okay? I'm gonna, actually you don't have to do all of them because this flower is right at the hemp line, so you won't be able to see that. And you just give it through, make sure they're really stable in there so they won't like fall and you have to fix them and then fall again and all that stuff, you know what I mean. And then this one I'd like to go a little bit higher. See, different levels, and you can see this wire, and you don't want to see that. This is pretty. Just go ahead, just weave it through, do a crisscross and all that stuff. For this flower crown, you're going to be needing a lot more. Unfortunately, I didn't count. It depends how many flowers you want to put into your flower crown. It can be really cramped together, or you can spread them out just like that. See, it's really easy because if you're not gonna put them really tight on the hem, you can adjust them. I prefer to be really tight so you won't be able to move it. See, it's falling really easily because I didn't do a crisscross here like I did here. So this one's stable, this one's falling. Okay, just like that. And keep on working on every flower, putting every flower on the hemp. So when you finish with all of your flowers and your flower crown is complete, you're going to be grabbing this flower tape again, and you're going to start taping the whole hemp in green because it doesn't look good when you see the wire and all that stuff. So remember, the flower tape is kind of a little bit sticky. Can you hear that sound? Yeah, it's a little bit sticky, and also you can stretch it. Okay, so you're gonna be starting next to a flower or however you want. One more thing, I like to work with pieces of tape, not the whole thing, because it's not comfortable like going around the flowers. So you're gonna be just hiding all of that wire and all of that hemp. I hope I'm saying it right. See? And you're not seeing any wire. And it's gonna be so pretty. It's like you just went to the field, grabbed some flowers and with green stems, and it's just pretty. So just like that. and all the way through. As soon as you finish with your first string, just rip another string and keep on working to the end of your flower crown. And it makes it, this flower tape makes the hem a little bit more stiffer. So instead of this, you're gonna get a lot more stiffer hem and foundation for the flowers. The leaves. Here's another flower crown that I'm working on for a wedding that's coming up in just 2 weeks. I'm so excited. I'm doing all the decorations for that wedding, and I'm thrilled. I can't wait to show you what I've done with that wedding. Can you see the small flower? It can be used as a filler. It can be used just as flowers for the crown, and yeah, it's really, really pretty. So here is the reason why you need this green ribbon. It creates that reality of a flower because flowers have leaves. So this flower crown is not finished yet because see, I need one more flower and I need to put some flower tape on. So here's that, and I'm gonna show you how to make a leaf. You're gonna grab your ribbon and you're gonna cut a square. It depends how big of a leaf you want, and you're not gonna be starting cutting like this. You're gonna be cutting from the angle, and you're gonna cut a shape of a leaf, just like that. You grab your lighter or a candle, whatever's easier for you. For this leaf, I'm going to be using a lighter, and you're going to fold it in half, and you're going to heat up the middle and squeeze. And it's going to create that line like a leaf has. And you're going to be folding sections to the middle line, and you're going to heat it up and squeeze it again, so it makes that effect of a leaf. It doesn't have to be perfect, like line with line, like, you know what I mean, like line going with line. It doesn't have to be like that. Unless you really want to, go ahead. To the edges of your ribbon so it won't fray. Okay, and here's your leaf. Grab your wire. You have two options with this. You can pierce through the leaf, just like that. When you pierce it, make sure you have some space. Don't pierce in one spot because it's not going to work. Here we go. And for the leaves, I recommend taking your flower tape and tape it just a little bit so you won't see. Okay, and you're gonna grab your hot glue and dab it over here and secure so it won't dangle like that, okay? And you're gonna grab your flower crown and you're gonna be twisting. Well, obviously it's before the flower tape, and you're gonna weave it through. See, it's falling, so make sure you hot glue this tip so it won't fall, so it's not gonna be falling, just like that. Okay, And here's the complete look. Look, for the flower crown that I did for the bride, I didn't include these leaves. I decided not to because it was a lot of small flowers of different colors, and I just stayed with that. So you guys, if you liked what I showed you, if you liked the tutorial, comment below. Share, like, subscribe so you won't miss any other videos, and don't forget to ask questions. I love questions. If you want me to show you any other tutorials, I'll be happy to help you. All right, you guys, bye bye.